This short film is an ethnography concerning the culture surrounding the musical group Phish. So we'll start with the band and some context and move quickly to the fans. This is Phish. Right now you're watching and listening to fan-made Phish concert footage. Phish was formed in the early 80s by a group of college students living in Vermont. Phish is a jam band, that is, they focus more on live concerts and improvisation than in-studio recordings. That's Trey Anastasio. He's the lead guitar player and the main singer of the band. That's Paige McDonald on the piano. Like I said, Phish is a jam band, and they can have jams that go on upwards of 20 minutes.
I'm bought for the price of a flagon of rice. The wind busts the cabin. You speak of your life.
These are Phish Phans, or Phish heads. That's the drummer, John Fishman, you just saw. On the bass, that's Mike Gordon.
Confuse what you can of the ending and revise or despise so a penny. 'Cause I soak on the rap that you didn't quite mask.
The fan culture that has evolved around Phish is very similar to that evolved around the Grateful Dead in the 60s and 70s. And similar to the Grateful Dead, they have a large amount of completely devoted fans. These are fans of the Grateful Dead, or Deadheads.
Like the Deadheads before them, Phish Phans, also called Phish Heads, are well known for traveling around the country and braving less than favorable conditions to see the band. One member of the Phish.net forum says, "The sense of adventure you get from following them around the country is a big draw for the community." Many fans from the band's early days still actively support and follow them, and thus the fan base is comprised of people of many different ages, interests, and backgrounds. Fans cite the hard work and dedication of the band for their own appreciation and loyalty, as well as a generally unique sound. Phish is also praised for how few shows they've cancelled and the environment they cultivate at shows. Phish's last show before the hiatus and proclaimed breakup, the Coventry Festival in 2004, saw a great display of fan dedication. Cars backed up for over 20 miles from the venue, and after standing still for hours on end, many fans elected to walk the rest of the way. The final performance was a mess of wet, swampy mud and tearful fans and band members. The fan network for Phish is a very resourceful and expansive one, particularly in regards to distributing live recordings and concert footage. The band designates special areas for audio and video recording by fans at every show, which has contributed greatly to their popularity and reach throughout the years. Now videos of nearly every Phish concert since 1988 are available online for free.
Despite Phish's fame and success, Phish fans are seen in a very different light. Phish fans are often stereotyped as cartoon hippies with white boy dreadlocks and an odor that can be detected from space. The majority of Phish fandom is associated with what people call wooks. There are several different definitions of what it means to be a wook, most of which are negative. Urban Dictionary describes the wooks as druggy college dropouts, without ambition, and even as real dirty hippies. Others have a very vague and uncertain definition of wooks. A post on Phish.net says, "I can't define a Wookiee, but I know it when I smell it." However, some people seem to be more understanding of the wooks. Nathan Rabin, a journalist, claims that the truth is a lot richer and more complicated. He says that Phish fans are very diverse and cannot be generalized into a single category. Others claim that a small percentage of Phish fans should not represent the population as a whole.
Since being identified by the Phish community, images and videos of wooks have proliferated online. It is interesting to note, however, that in each of these depictions, wooks almost always need to be pointed out obviously, or it is not clear who they are amongst the mass of people. It appears evident from discussions and depictions of Wooks online that there is no Wook identity or cohesive Wook community. Given that information, it appears that the Wook is little more than a slur. Given the circumstances, it seems that instead of describing a culture, Wooks describe those members of the Phish community that embody the worst stereotypes attributed to Phish fans. And although Wooks don't represent an identifiable culture, they occupy a very real place in the imaginations of many Phish heads.
Fred is in the bathtub, making soup for the ambassadors. And I'm in the hallway, singing to the troubadours. And the kings are all lined up outside the gate. And the autumn bell is ringing, but they'll just have to wait. Where is the Joker? Have you seen him around with his three